this MOUZ squad. It's down in mid. It's going to have to fall back early. That's a good flash over the top. That really slows down this attempt at an aggressive mid-rush for MOUZ. And now Heroic are just fighting forward, facing middle. 2 kills before the trade comes in. MOUZ are trying to freestyle into their spawn, but Yabi's here with a response.
Oh, JDC and BMAS have suddenly pulled up with a kill apiece, making this a damn sight more interesting. A 2v2 now. There is this mid-lurk on the cards, Cadian behind enemy lines, and if they do lean B, Shush has been waiting at ramp since the start of the damn round. Whoop, that's free for Cadian. BMAS knocked out, it's going to fall on to JDC. Grabbing this bomb, he's at least got that to work with. Oh, he's just seen the second man, and he's dealt with the second man. Shush made to shut up on the B bomb site, leaves it all on Cadian, who runs him down. JDC's off the bomb and is now hungry for this last kill. The clutch denied. Cadian locks that one in, and it's a good start here from the front man of Heroic.
But if he can get the entry and drop weapons over, arm his friendlies, maybe there's a hope. That one way is real nice. Cadian's going to fight in front of it though. It's better for Tessis at the top rail, who will see legs of T's as they emerge, but they are taking their time. Nice shot for JDC, putting that rifle to use, removing an A1S. Oh, Tessis dead as well. This is falling apart at the seams for Heroic. One man and one gun is doing it all.
Yeah, these are very, very clean openers from JDC, man. Clearly he's come into this with a bit of a bone to pick with Heroic since the last time they faced. Now be pushing in the top of ramp 2 with the farmers, but it's JDC again. This Galil, this hero gun, now finally out of the round, and Stown will double up to close. I do like that, man. You have this clash of titans at the top of ramp. It takes everything. You have to put your best man on the case, but Stown does reel it in eventually, which is very relieving to see. I think if this was a shakier start, if he was going to have one of these quiet games, MOUZ would be in for a very bad time. But look at him go, man. He's making the Galil look like it's his full-time weapon. Once again, opening up the round with it. But the victories are short-lived here for MOUZ. They're churned up on the attempt at the B play. Just frozen, left in the hot seat now. And he's melting away as they're whittling him down through the double stack. The nade will finish, and Heroic go 3-0 up.
Yeah, that's why I was repping the Heroic City side on this map earlier, right? Like some of the moves they do in mid rounds are really, really nice. They have great flash peaks for each other. This is a team that it really is a brotherhood. That's what we always called them, right? Just having great cohesion as a unit. Definitely is harder when you have a newer player, but at least you don't footing. For now, it started very well, despite some shaky rounds. They've recovered them. Tesses stops JDC getting very quick up the short side. By and large, pistols here for MOUZ. And no problem for Heroic to get rid of them one by one. Ooh, frozen boosted, but can't catch any heads. Oh, there was a chance there, but yeah, Heroic, they are very, very confident right now, taking all these fights, even when, you know, JDC was doubling up with that Galil. Very happy to fight down on the ramp side, and look at the result of it. Maybe a step too far again. MOUZ managed to pick 2 players out of ramp. Can they do anything with these guns? If they back up, it's Shush in spawn, locking out their retreat. But going forward is more rifles and more problems. Tesses hits a nail biter, and Torshi in the clutch will trade, but there's many more to get through. Yabi doesn't want to throw this away and put it in a 1v1. He waits and backs up for Shush.
Yeah, he knows that right now Torshi's not in a good predicament, right? By forcing his way onto the bomb site, that back line is going to be left open, and so Shush can gain a lot of ground right now while Torshi is fiddling around with the bomb. Now it's planted, but he's always got to bear in mind in the back of his head that this flank could be coming in. And he's got to consider so many options here in this clutch. He's trying to fight ahead, and he will flush out Yabi, but Shush is already up the short side, and as the round locked in, it's a good plant, good damage, considering that that was just 2 players at the bottom of ramp. up against overwhelming odds.
Yeah.
2v5 to turn that around and get a bomb plant out of it, bring it down to a 1v1. You're not very disappointed with that one if you're MOUZ.
No.
Sure, it could have been more, but at the end of the day, that's way more damage, way more money made than should have ever come out of that situation.
Yeah, and it's on top of the previous round also being a little close, right, with those entries from JDC. So at the end of the day, MOUZ have still chipped away at this money for Heroic. They can break it by winning their first gun round. They've got the big green. They've got every reason to start a string
In to try and set them up for the A play. Molly on the bomb is nice. A lot of time's going to get wasted here. And by the way, even once they get in, there's still nades to follow up onto the plant spot, onto the bomb site. Those won't actually come through. Cadian instead holding a flash to try and set his teammates up.
Dude, these smokes are really good. MOUZ have even held on to one more. They've seriously delayed this retake for Heroic. They're having to wait it out right now. Cadian with the orb, everyone else rifled up, moving through. Dex is going to push back in. I love this. His teammates can peek off his contact in the middle of the site. This bomb is over halfway ticked, and we've still got anyone in the bomb site yet. Torchy takes the first blood, and at that point, you would presume that this round is done and dusted. There are numbers spamming the smoke. No defuse allowed. Heroic denied on the site, and they've got to run away with their tails between their legs. It is a disaster. Stown even dies to the bomb.
Comes with the territory, the exec that MOUZ threw in, and the amount of room they were given. Can't imagine Heroic are going to entrust that A bomb site down to one person again as well. That definitely made life a lot harder, limited their approach to the ramp fights, and it meant that we ended up in that kind of 5v5 retake round. They forced up around these saved guns this time, and MOUZ are still keeping it very low and slow, waiting at B ramp to open this one up. Right now, this B site is empty.
Yeah. This is the typical Heroic gamble right now. It's left Cadian in middle for the moment, so he's going to again have to be left in another heavy numbers retake. He's going to drop his Molotov, trying to find a pocket to play in front of these smokes. He's picked a good one. He can get a one and done. Preemptively turning from the flashbang. He knows it's going to enter before MOUZ do, but there's only one. Out it goes. Cadian with a missed shot. Jumps back to safety, or presumed safety. Him and Shush get put down very low, and again, Dexter takes space. He may not be getting kills from this position, but if he can set his teammates up for trades, it's massive. That's a good shot. Stan was checking middle, and Heroic are checking out.
I love the variation of the gen smokes they throw there, right? They throw the right side gen smoke standard. That's going to cut off a bunch of angles around the generator, also kind of limits the angles available from construction. But the second smoke didn't land wide on the left side. It falls like behind the generator, cutting off CT. And also, you saw there, it meant that if Cadian tried to like play around the generator angle to peak, he actually had to be like very, very wide around that smoke. And so ultimately, he just ended up falling out of the bomb site, never wanted any part in it. And MOUZ walk away with another for a rotate yet, and this aggression of B, the bait, and now B-Mass dead. That's an AWP retrieved. A 3 versus 3, and Cadian still fighting deep over towards ramp right now. Things are in a bit of a weird spot here for MOUZ. JDC looks to keep everything under wraps by flanking through mid, and sure, that can deal with Cadian here, but it's not going to snuff out this double ramp flank that's coming in for Heroic. JDC in the back line, that kill is free, and so it's opened up a route to the bomb plant. I'm assuming MOUZ here are going to plant for the CT side. They know that they've got middle, they know that they've got CT, and they've seen players flanking. Not out of the woods yet, though. They might be able to play around this bomb. They still need to get Dexter out of the danger zone.
Oh, they were trying to do a one-run, one-walk setup so that MOUZ didn't realize, but they've worked it out pretty quickly, and now Stown's making sound as well. Shush trying to move in quick with no smoke for that bomb. He's got to tap it. He has the kit as well. You don't want the AWP covering in this position, not in a 2v1 at least. They need to thin the herd, and they cannot. Shush in the clutch, and they know he's not on it. They're not even scared. Shush might just have to save, and they won't let him escape. JDC putting on some beautiful
information is important to relay and when. Ooh, this one is a little bit of a mow down, right? The flashes go either which way, and Tess says, not blinded by MOUZ's flashbangs, was free to just spam that smoke and deal with the attempted push from MOUZ. They were going to try and brute force their way up ramp, but it has not panned out, and so once again, it's this slow slink back towards B. However, Yabby pushed on down is ready and waiting for it.
Crazy angle, all right. It's what Shush was using last round, but MOUZ never actually saw it. So at least good for one, you would think. It's not a typical pre-aim spot, and JDC will fall, but Yabi can't last much longer. Either way, he's got the info. He set his team up, bomb spotted. This is guaranteed to be the B play, says Yabi, and so Heroic will shuffle over. They were 4A for a moment, now already 2 at B with Tessa supporting middle. There's a late flank as well for Stown. He doesn't know they're committed yet, so he's not in a rush. Flash is really good, but they spot Cadian first. They might not know about Shush and default, and he catches Frozen at the back of the pack. Torshi with a rifle needs to hit some quick shots, and Shush runs him down. Heroic are so oppressive in those clutches, always keeping the pressure on. Flash mid from A short and vice versa. There are lineups. There's a way to do it.
You can flash A ramp from mid.
Yeah, A ramp from mid as well. It's pretty sick. I'll let you people at home figure out how to do it. There is a way. Little couple of kills on the ramp. Caden's going to get mollied, but his will burn out Dexter and Frozen while he goes over the top to find a kill. Tessus is sitting in the middle of the ramp smoke. They don't even know with the flash from his teammate. Not ideal. Frozen now just overwhelmed. Tessus runs him down, and this guy is here right now. He's seen Stown though, and he's going to catch that headshot. Tech 9 tap. That'll do. And it might even make Heroic panic a little bit. Only Shush at the B site right now. He's got to pick a spot. If he can hide out quad, maybe MOUZ could even believe he's not here. But BMAS might have seen him there coming up. The flash is so good. Shush, again, blinded a second time. Still gets away with one. But can he get away from the danger? They're all up in his business. Yabi fights with him. Shush keeps spraying. And the bomb gets dropped loose. 3 on 2. And I don't know how you get out of this one if you're MOUZ. Just stuck in the middle of the fire and flames. Shush still living, somehow survives that round.
He is the first player to make contact, the solo Bianca, brought down to 20 points of health after getting 4 whited twice in a row, and is able to not only stay alive, but continue putting up numbers and resistance as he does so. His teammates that rotate in might falter, but Shush never even breaks a sweat. He's looking to keep this KD very, very pretty at 11 and 3, man. He is a rock on this B bomb site right now.
Solid stuff indeed. Tessus is going to go through. Thank goodness no. Frozen is right there. There's a molly behind that smoke as well. And even a resmoke around, but Heroic for once will not fight with it. They're giving a lot more room for MOUZ in this round. There will be some re-aggression though. Stown gets flashed back in for information. He's even got a nice Molotov here that will land in front of the sandbags. MOUZ cannot get comfortable. They tick the molly on short. Tessa's knows a nice nade could spell disaster for Frozen. Could even see a boost here if you want to be crazy, but Cadian pushes right in as his teammate plays anti-flash in the meat. Right now it's 3 with a mid-info player and elevator. Again, Shush, solo B, but we saw last time that was absolutely no problem for Heroic. And as soon as this util comes in, we're going to see fast rotations, maybe even some flanks. My goodness.
That's a lot of damage off of util, but the opening kill, that belongs to Dexter. They are all wounded, but they're still inside of the B site, getting that bomb down. The molly on Cadian is too far away to deny that bomb plant. If only it could have come in sooner. Nice. Torshi holds the line. There's a double up, a line up for Tesses. BMAS and JDC align. And it's given over a chance at this retake now. Heroic moving in. Going for the throat. Torshi's holding this line, this angle onto Cadian, who's looking to fight him now, but there he is, beat to it. Tesses swinging out with a third. Why not take out another? Just Frozen left standing. Made onto the plant. Stown is sticking it though, and the spam does not connect. On the defuse, Stown wins it.
To brunt the nade. What a rip-roaring round for Heroic, and we don't stop with this pace. Quick out mid. JDC's going to stay alive at least. He's the man you want here, you said. Well, he will stand tall. 4 on 4. Frozen flashes through this ramp smoke. A very aggressive round for MOUZ. They want to try and fight Heroic here, but those CTs have given it up yet again. This util has been impeccable, right? It wasn't just Shush who dunked everyone last round on B before he fell, but even that nade over the crane puts a lot of damage the way of MOUZ. JDC spotted and dealt with. As Heroic, they look for double digits early in the half, and we're not even, you know, worst case scenario yet. reaggresses ramp. And MOUZ, they're about to get caught by this very strange angle. Oh.
Even dinked Torshi right at the back. Like, that is just the worst case scenario for MOUZ. And it's sad to say, but you could like even justify just looking a save here. You know, 2 versus 3, 30 seconds, no control over towards A. And so they're just meandering back towards T-spawn on this one. Looking like it will be that save call. So locked out, man. The round essentially won or lost on the success of a mid-play. And with those mid players getting annihilated, the util being so punishing to the ramp component, it didn't even really hinge on a ramp fight to decide the fate of this round. It was certainly helped out by all the damage that Tesses does. And it's forced MOUZ's hand. Heroic, this is very dominant. This is a good CT look.
They're trying to put it together. They're trying to force Heroic into these heavy A stacks and then often go back to BXX, but ah dear, then you have Shush just do that. Not even supported by a flashbang, just jumps up B-Wood and takes BMUS out of the round on his own. And the more Heroic get away with these cheeky little plays, the more they're going to pull them off. And MOUZ just left in a 4-on-5. Down, deep down the ramp side, Frozen. Stuck in place. I like this boost, but it is the bomb, keep in mind. If anyone sees it, they will. Oh, he falls up, but they line up. Shush does so much damage, and there's even a 3rd player inside of B. Ooh. JDC doesn't care about numbers. He knocks down 2, but there's a quick flank to worry about.
JDC and this Galil, man, he's got a real good relationship with this gun. Cadian's made noise.
Oh, he's messing with him.
But it is just a play with the mind of JDC, who's still hunting down this man late through middle. Cadian spotted him now. They know where he is. They know what's up. They know they've got him trapped, caught looking at construction. This is giving room to Stown, and Cadian's just playing with his food. The bomb is not planted for JDC. Only just now getting on it is Stown, though. There could be some spam. He doesn't have a lot of bullets, though, and the ammo's run out. Stown with another stick on this B-bomb site. He's not even...
Is there any stopping them?
All right, still want to fight for ramp, man. They're not deterred by the fact these smokes, this util's now fading. They're lobbing in flashes to try and get Stown in position. And he's picking them apart over the crane. Torshi is still here. They don't know about him. Now they do. And so he's on a real timer, finished off by Yabi. JDC, last man standing. And he will get finished up.
8 players in a safe position as to not get picked. Torshi might call for that flash from Dexter. But he's got to get the info first. About to find out the hard way. Lots of players round this corner. Yabi, point man so far of that CT side, has been put down low. But Heroic will push forward nonetheless.
Opener secured from this P2 Fiddy. And I mean, why stop there?
Watch them fake the bomb. Or something despicable.
Oh, that's clean. Any more from Frozen? You would certainly love it, man. There is also a mid-lurk out of Cadian in this round. That's something that's going to spring a little bit later into play. Or JDC is just going to flush it out in the meantime. And so this is actually getting out of hand now. MOUZ with all the kills coming through. Nades onto the plant spot. There's more where that came from. Oh dear, it's a bad time to be Stown as he's throwing into this all alone. Too soon. No one around the corner, so no one was blind. Dexter, lots of damage. Frozen's here helping out. The Famises are doing it. Heroic get very confused at that display up towards the top of ramp. And for Stown, there just simply isn't time, nor the HP, nor the resources to win this.
Yeah, he can tap the bomb perhaps and force a fight, but he's going to go manual mode, looking for the kills. Eventually realizes that timer is going to elude him. Kills would be lovely, but Torshi denies from the top. Torshi's time.
Yeah, it's a nice opener, right? We'll go back in the second time around, and that proves to be one bridge too many. Dexter's still floating around, doesn't want to let them up ramp, doesn't want to let them grab that AWP and make this round weirder than it needs to be. He's just going to fight them tooth and nail, deny all this control, and keep them boxed in, locked out of the round. It's down with his Deeg in the 1 versus 4.
Oh,
Not
hit it,
come his
hit
way.
it, hit it, Dexter. Come on.
Come on.
Oh. Go on, lads. Go on. No, okay. Well, rounds around, and MOUZ will take what they can get. Right now, they're clean.
He's gone fast up ramp, a perfect round to do it. Finally, MOUZ aren't fighting for this bit early on. They've given up this control. Tesses will get caught on an unfortunate timing by a sandbag swing. Frozen even goes back in for more and burns out Shush. Follow-up nade damage to Stown is a thing of beauty. No chance to trade that out. And so you've just got to come to terms with playing this round 2.5 v5.
2.5, all right. Oh, maybe even
Ooh,
lower.
ooh.
Molly gets down as well. It's not looking pretty. You could even argue a save if there wasn't so much time here for Heroic. They want to try and put these guns to use. Stown being low is fine, considering he's Bogdaned it. The second AWP for the team anyway.
This has been very uninspired so far.
Yeah, a lot of walking around. For both teams on these T sides, been pretty uneventful. You cool, Cadian? Leg struggling there? Don't skip leg day. Yabby doesn't. Built different. Up the top of the stairs. But JDC is not facing, not letting that flash affect him. Smoke on the Molotov, he's buying time.
Now they know he's here, and Yadi's way deeper than anyone should be ready for. However, he's going to get cancelled out by BMAS. JDC arrives on the scene and is there with the big double to close. So pretty...
Feeling like he wants to try and win this round on his own. Get that key entry on the B split. It's fast out mid. Frozen's here to stop it, but he'll let one go. BMAS somehow recovers that spray on 5 health, and JDC, we've already said, he needs no help. Just playing with his food right now. AK is gone. Hope and dreams out the window. And a flawless round. MOUZ's bank account's 100% though. And he's absolutely screwed.
What?
No way. Yeah, get him out.
There we go.
They were just waiting for him to come down that ladder. Almost ballsed it. They're way ahead out mid though, but there's still a player watching at least. BMAS has his eyes on the prize. Again, short people around this corner. I know his spray's good, but you don't need to aim that low.
He's like, in his mind, he's already sprayed 10 bullets. Like, that's where the crosshair sits.
It's if they swing out close, but he's getting peeked from afar, and yeah, you can see he's just doing a bit of leg damage there. Not the most helpful. Now a BX second, only JDC here. I say only, this is what the one guy we can rely on right now.
All right, this is it. JDC, man, you've given us a lot of good rounds, but this has got to be the best one yet. He's got to step up massively. He's asked for a boost. He said, look, I need to get involved. I have to have a say. He's dealt with that first man. He's losing teammates, and through the smoke, he finds another before his time on this earth is done. Shush doubles up, and finally, Heroic are on the board.
Heroic MOUZ. I like this bait, though. The AWP fired off, but Yabby is not ready for another man in the corner. Tight tucked. BMAS is committed, but the flash, while it blinds him, it also saves his life. Cadium was about to hard clear that. Now the AWP on the CT side can take the angle back and keep his teammate alive. Back to the drawing board for Heroic. This one's a roughie.
Oh, nice one from Dex.